Freen Sarocha, from rising star to female icon. Freen Sarocha Chankama is a 26-year-old woman who is considered very successful. Freen started her steps in the entertainment industry from the Miss Teen Thailand 2016 pageant. She has been a heroine in a music video with almost 70 million views and is the main actress in the first Thai Girls Love series. Thrisadi Si Champa Gap the series, which has an overwhelming number of viewers. Followed by many more works, including Pinpak the Loyal Pin, which was equally successful. With her talent and uniqueness, Freen is loved by many viewers. Freen has a huge social media following, which makes her name trending on top whenever she appears and creates a lot of marketing value for everything about her. Similarly, in terms of fashion, Freen has been appointed as a brand ambassador for Maison Valentino, a legendary world maison, and attended the Met Gala 2025 as a brand ambassador for the Maison, which is the first time that a Thai actress has attended the event. From the outside looking in, some might think that she has achieved all these things quickly at the age of 26. She herself has always been humble that she is just a small person in this industry. But to get to where she is today, Freen has been working in this field for almost 10 years, going through criticism, compliments, disappointments, and countless battles with herself. Today, we have the opportunity to talk to Freen about these experiences. Let's start with the big project 4 Elements, Bon Wadan Wanich, which Freen and Becky, Rebecca Patricia Armstrong, played in the episode The Air, Saniha Weo. What stage is the work at? This is another project that I think fans should be waiting to follow. Freen feels that it is a series in a style that has never been seen before, so she feels very honored to be a part of such a big project. When she found out that she would be playing Weo in The Air, she was even more excited. The character of Weo is a policeman. She is mysterious, cool, a bit of a playboy, and a bit of a tease. She has the skill to protect those around her, but she also has some power within her. Freen sees this as a very interesting challenge. Personally, she wants to see how it will turn out. Right now, the process is probably in the script writing stage. I hope everyone likes it. There is also another series to follow, The Mystery of the Deadly Remains. This one looks very challenging, with the character being a forensic anthropologist. This story is different from every role I've ever played. The character is calm, has specialized knowledge, and requires a lot of concentration because she's a forensic anthropologist. This profession requires solving cases through evidence from bones or human remains. When I was preparing, I got to study with real experts and learn the working processes of people in this field in detail. So I felt even more respect and wanted to portray this role as realistically as possible. The story also involved going outside because my character had to go to a real location and there were a lot of scientific terms to remember. This story has a bit of fantasy, like an unbelievable belief. Right now, the process should be in the scriptwriting stage as well. We haven't started the workshop yet, but I think I'll have to do a lot of workshops because it has to be based on the truth in terms of theory. I had to do a lot of homework for myself and my team. Which character you have played is most similar to Freen? Freen gave me Pai from the story of Ryder, which I acted with Mario Maurer. Pai is a person who seems hard to approach, looks fierce on the outside, but is actually kind and lovely, has a sense of coolness. Freen likes Pai's way of dressing. I feel that Pai and Freen quite match in terms of taste and fashion. Freen thinks Freen is like Pai, but in other roles, they are almost completely different. Freen has been in the industry for 9 years. What are some important lessons that Freen has learned from working in this industry? Maintaining oneself amidst change. We encounter compliments, criticisms, opportunities, changes, and sometimes disappointments. There are both ups and downs, but Freen will always try to maintain myself and be ready to take on every opportunity because we don't know what we will encounter next year or many years from now. Before, we never thought that we would be able to do so much. And we have to learn to understand our own value. We have to think that we are capable. Freen also learned that success is not measured by trends or viewership alone, but it also depends on whether we are proud of what we do and whether we can make the audience feel something. That is the most important lesson for Freen. Freen has said many times that when we encounter something really difficult, we must not forget ourselves. We must know our own worth. We must let ourselves feel, and we must allow time to heal. What gradually molded Freen to feel this way? Freen has learned this process since she was a child because she has been through many events in her life where she had to accept the situation that happened. It's like Freen understands that every action of anyone has a reason. Can Freen understand that reason? We have been through both good and bad events since we were children until now. When we are with ourselves a lot, it makes us gradually learn from this and that. Freen thinks that besides ourselves having to be very strong, the people around Freen support us on the days we fall or when things are difficult. We are lucky to have everyone around us, friends, family, fans. There are many times when we forget to hug ourselves. Freen thinks that everyone probably has days like that. But when there are other people who hug us, it really makes us feel warm. Freen has a tool for healing herself. Freen thinks that each person has their own tools. They may discover it later or find out a bit later, so don't rush it. Just be aware that you feel this way first. And Freen is someone who accepts it. We feel this way. How will we solve this problem? If we can solve it, we will solve it. But if there is something that cannot be controlled, there is no need to solve it. Just accept what happened and let it feel until it heals by itself. Freen thinks that there are many ways, such as reading books, listening to podcasts, being with people around us that we feel happy to have, and who also give us love. For Freen takes a shower and feels a little better. But for some people, they might want to go to sleep. Not everyone feels better after using Freen's method. So Freen would like to say to gradually accept and learn with yourself what works for you. Don't rush. Let it be as it is. That's the best thing. Freen thinks that when we encounter something difficult, the most important thing is not to forget to come back to yourself. Some people try to run away from their feelings or tell themselves that it's okay. But Freen believes that letting yourself feel is the beginning of healing. We don't have to be strong all the time. It's okay to be weak sometimes. And gradually hug yourself tighter each day. In the past 3 years, Freen has been very busy with work. I want to know if Freen has had time to sit and reflect on himself. Every day, even though I work a lot, or I may not be home today, go abroad, sleep somewhere else, at the end of the day, I will sit and review what happened today and what I have learned from today, both good and bad. For example, if something not so good happened today, we have to review what caused it and can we fix it so that it doesn't happen again. Or if today is a very good day, we think about what we did that made us feel so good, so we will continue to do it. It is the end of the day when we sit and think to ourselves that if today is not okay, we have to change tomorrow. I have been doing this since high school because before that, I had always been good at studying. But when I was in high school and started studying science and math, I started to get stressed, started to feel bad, probably not my path. So I started to review myself again, what makes me happy, what I like, what I can do often. I gradually understood myself that this is what I can do and do well. At first, I liked to think that I could do everything, but I didn't know if it was good or not. I am like a duck. I gradually learned and am glad that I respect myself that science and math are not really suitable for me. Then I gradually changed my field. Sometimes I write in a diary. When I encounter something bad and can't sleep, sometimes I write. It is like venting to a notebook. And if I find a word or sentence that I like, or ideas that you think will be better in the future, write them down. Freen likes to read books too. Likes to read psychology, encouraging books. Some words that we read may make us think of certain situations. Or these words comfort us in certain situations. Or sometimes when we are alone, reading makes us be with ourselves more. And Freen also wants to be someone who comforts others. Sometimes I want to write down the cute words in my head. But right now, it's not to the point of writing a book yet. Let's talk about fashion. Freen was appointed as the brand ambassador of Maison Valentino, having previously worked with the Maison many times. What impressed her? Freen feels that Maison Valentino is a great art. It is deep like an art that has its own identity and has its own uniqueness since the first day of the Maison until today. Every piece of the Maison seems to have a heart, a story, and beauty that can be expressed without saying anything. What makes Freen feel like Maison Valentino is being yourself. Freen doesn't just show one side to people, but just being yourself. And Freen thinks that Maison Valentino is like this. From the first time we worked together, Freen felt the care of the team in every step. And when I became a brand ambassador, it was even more special because I felt that I was part of a family that truly understood who I was. Freen is very proud to be able to travel with the Maison. Freen attended the last Met Gala as a brand ambassador for Maison Valentino. Can you tell us about your experience? Since I first found out that I would be attending, I asked my manager, really? Is it me? Will I really be able to go? Because I never thought about it. A person may have big dreams, but this was beyond my dreams. Every opportunity one received was so surreal. I didn't really think it would happen to me because I felt so small in the global entertainment industry. After I found out I was going, I thought I wouldn't disappoint anyone, including myself. I wanted to do my best. But at that time, no one knew what would happen because the whole team, Freen herself, and the fans were experiencing this for the first time. That event was truly a world-class fashion event. We had seen for a long time what the event was like. The people who attended were icons of that brand. Global stars were there. Who am I? Freen tried to see what was lacking. What else could I fill in? Freen went to study English hard. And I worked with the team from the beginning, from choosing the look to choosing. It was completely new customization. It was a look inspired by Mr. Michel. Once the customization was done, we went to New York for fittings. We went to try out the two looks that Freen chose. Which one was better? Everyone chose the same look. The team said, "This is so Freen." Actually, Freen knew about it 2 months before the event, but she had to keep it a secret. When we got to New York, it was like a surprise for the fans. Everyone knew when we posted the picture. But at that time, we hadn't said that we were going to the Met Gala. After that, we posted that we had an invitation. When the actual event happened, we were very excited. We felt like we were so small, and they gave us the opportunity to go there. It was such an honor. In my head, it was like two people were fighting. But the brand said, "You can be yourself. Everyone is so proud of you." The fashion that Freen photographed today is the Fall 2025 collection. What is Freen like in this collection? This collection from Maison Valentino has a certain power that is immediately palpable. It's not a beauty that needs to be expressed clearly, but a beauty that is hidden in the details, in the fabrics, in the color combinations, in the silhouettes that look simple but charming. What Freen likes is that it gives space to be yourself. When you wear it, you don't feel like you have to be someone else, but instead feel like you are more courageous, softer, and confident in the way you should be. How does fashion influence Freen? Fashion for Freen is a nonverbal communication. It's like we want to tell a story about ourselves, but we tell it through fashion without having to say it. In everyday life, Freen is someone who enjoys dressing up. For example, today we want to feel comfortable, beautiful, or cool. It's about expressing that day's feeling. It's not just about beauty, but the inner feeling that we want to convey. And that's the power of fashion that Freen loves and values a lot.